NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, demonstrators sound off after last night's Democratic debate in Milwaukee. What issues they hope the candidates will focus on in the coming weeks.
Plus, 2 Wisconsin students accused of spiking their teacher's drink with cleaning solution will have to answer to a judge.
And how about getting a wonderful visit from one of these puppies today? More on how Uber is delivering area shelter dogs to help raise money for a local nonprofit. But first, making news right now, crews are on the scene of a high school in Glendale, Arizona, after a double shooting.
Here's an aerial look at Independence High School in Glendale. Glendale police say 2 teens have been shot, but they cannot confirm if the teens are students. Parents are being asked to stay away from the school. That school is still on lockdown.
Now, police say there is no danger to the rest of the campus or surrounding areas. They do believe that this is an isolated incident.
Switching gears now to back here at home. The sun returns to end out our work week, but you may want to enjoy it from inside.
Well, who's this? We have someone new that we added to our team on NBC 15, and you will be seeing him quite a bit on the news at 11. This is A.J. Waterman. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, glad to be here and glad to introduce you guys to a pretty chilly forecast for today.
Come on.
But we did start at least average for this time of year, as we did have the low temperature right around 14 degrees last night because of that cloud cover, but 16 degrees right now in Madison. We just had a couple of snow showers pass by, but otherwise dealing with some of the clouds. Temperatures still in the teens throughout most locations, so pretty chilly today, and we're actually going to be cooling temperatures as we head throughout this afternoon. Cloud cover outside still sticking around, but notice some breaks in the clouds towards the north. That's going to be working towards the south and gradually seeing more in the way of sunshine. Here's your day planner for the afternoon. Seeing those temperatures dive down as that cold front starts to work through.
Okay, and we will see you a little bit later in the show to learn a little bit more about you, where you're from, what you like to do on the weekends, all that good stuff, besides work.
But we know your family is watching right now.
Yes, they are.
Live streaming, so he's a keeper. He's a good one. Thanks, AJ.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll see you in a few minutes.
And now to our Decision 2016 coverage. 1 week from tomorrow, voters in Nevada and South Carolina will weigh in on the presidential campaign.
Last night, the 6th Democratic presidential debate was held in Milwaukee, and Hillary Clinton had one goal: to stop Bernie Sanders. Mary Maloney has the highlights.
Hillary Clinton takes a page out of Bernie Sanders' playbook.
We both agree that we have to get unaccountable money out of our political system, and that we have to do much more to ensure that Wall Street never wrecks Main Street again.
But she tried to dent Sanders by portraying his plans on health care as unrealistic.
That's a promise that cannot be kept.
Sanders made sure to check his rival.
Well, Secretary Clinton, you're not in the White House yet.
And called Clinton out on her stump speeches.
Secretary Clinton has been going around the country saying Bernie Sanders wants to dismantle the Affordable Care Act. I have fought my entire life to make sure that health care is a right for all people. We're not going to dismantle anything.
Clinton turned to discrimination as a way to appeal to a much-needed base: Latino, African-American, and women voters.
I'm running for president to knock down all the barriers that are holding Americans back.
As both candidates look toward the Nevada primary, Sanders attempted to keep his young base with his debate performance while also courting the elderly vote.
If elected president, I will do everything I can to expand Social Security benefit, not just for seniors, but for disabled veterans as well.
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
Meantime, Wisconsin Republicans were not about to concede to the Democrats. State Republicans were making their case last night as well. Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Kleefisch took her own swing at the candidates. She says any Republican would do better than the Democrats.
And Hillary Clinton's plan would cost about 300,000 jobs. Bernie Sanders' plan would cost about 3 million American jobs.
Republicans haven't won Wisconsin since 1984.
Demonstrators were just as fired up as the candidates for this presidential election. They stormed the media room at last night's debate demanding an increase of the minimum wage. Several dozen were holding those signs saying, if you want our vote, come get our vote.
We will be heard. We will stand on what we believe in, and we will fight for what we want. And what we want is $15 in a union, immigration rights, and the justice for all.
One of the protesters said he came all the way from Detroit to make his point.
Happening today, Governor Scott Walker is expected to sign a Republican-backed bill to overhaul the state's civil service system. The bill would eliminate job applicant exams and centralizes hiring decisions within the governor's administration. It also defines just cause for termination and lists infractions that would result in immediate firing. Democrats say the bill will open the door to possibly not hiring the most qualified candidates within state agencies. Meantime, a Republican bill that would cost Planned Parenthood millions of dollars is headed to Governor Walker after passing the Assembly. The bill would require family planning clinics to bill Medicaid only for the actual acquisition cost, plus a dispensing fee for birth control pills. This change will cost Planned Parenthood an estimated $4.5 million per year.
The Grant County Sheriff's Office will honor K-9 Officer Diego in a very important memorial service today. Diego died last Thursday due to health issues. He was around 8. All are welcome to attend today's ceremony. It will be at the Eckstein Building at the Grant County Fairgrounds at 2 this afternoon.
New at 11, police have arrested an alleged heroin supplier for first-degree reckless homicide. 30-year-old David Neville from Janesville was arrested yesterday. Police say Neville is responsible for supplying the heroin that killed Danny Ennis last April. Ennis was found unconscious and later died from a heroin overdose. In Wisconsin, suppliers of heroin can be held responsible for the death of a heroin user.
2 high school students accused of spiking their teacher's drink with a cleaning solution are headed to trial in Oconto County. 18-year-old Haley Brock and 17-year-old Gavin Gilbertson pled not guilty yesterday. They allegedly put cleaning solution in their teacher's soda in October as a prank. That teacher had to go to the hospital but was treated and released. A fire has caused major damage. This is sad to the Glass Nickel Pizza restaurant on University Avenue in Madison. Police responded to a burglar alarm just before 4 this morning and noticed smoke inside. Firefighters were able to knock down the small fire. Fire department says there was a minimum, though, $100,000 in damage. The cause of this is under investigation.